Question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Taj Gibson, and it's Rubio in at the one spot. No good from Gibbs. And now Minnesota on the fast break, and the basket by Rubio.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Here's Gibbs. Another miss by Utah.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Inside, Wiggins. Soft touch off the glass. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Shots good by Lyles.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And Rubio kicks to Towns, doubled by Gibbs. Wiggins drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wiggins has got his third basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to Portland.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Gibbs passes to Lyles. That one goes. Count it. Lyles got his second bucket of the game to go.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Here's Levine. Great D that time from Favors.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about the way their season had been developing. He told me, we've been learning the hard way that anything less than a 100% effort is not going to get it done. I want to see my guys a lot hungrier than they have been. That would certainly help, Jones.
Thank you, Doris.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Levine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. No good from Gibson.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
And he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Gibbs. Smooth's got 7 points. Rubio with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
here's Gibbs, who's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Favors with a wide-open look. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
The pass to Graves. Jazz passing it around. Favors with the screen. Pass to Graves from downtown. And he gets it to go.
All right, fans, I want everyone here to get on up out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz Gangsters.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 13 points a game. 8 rebounds and just over 2 blocks. And he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
Hood checked in for Utah. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Rubio dishes to Jang. Another miss by Minnesota. Utah has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Hood. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
How about Wiggins in this one? He's already got 10 points now and 3 assists as well. Early on, already making a huge difference for him.
And so nice to get that hot start. It really helps you stay in the action, keeps you engaged throughout.
And the Jazz making a change here. Turner's checked in. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Ilyasova comes in for Taj Gibson. And Gary Neal subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Over in the corner, Turner. 5 on the clock, and he's going up for the alley-oop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Jazz second.
Boy, Kevin, I thought their coach really did a fantastic job of getting all of the guys on the team to realize the importance of free throws. You know, last year where they were great, excellent from the line. This year, they're hoping to do even better.
Here's Levine. Turner. Whoa!
Goodness.
Woo. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Levine kicks to Wiggins. Goes up on the block, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Here's Gibbs. 9 points in the game so far. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That 3 off the mark.
Rebounding's going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Kicks to Turner, and stolen by Ilyasova. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Wiggins. Rebound, Utah. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, but you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Favors passes to Gibbs.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it. Ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Jang, a screen, and here's Neal outside. Utah with the rebound. Smooth's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And it's good. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz Dancers.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Great showing for him last season. Second in scoring, 7th in steals, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And as you said, second best scorer in the league. Man, I tell you what, just blowing up defensive schemes designed to keep him under control. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your Jazz Dancers. Give a nice round of applause.
Jazz trail by 3.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside. Move the ball.
And stolen by Ilyasova. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Wiggins has got 16 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Utah's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not
Is it?
probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And he gets the bucket. And that's 17 points for Freak.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Levine, defended by Gibbs. Jang, a screen. There's Neal with the 3. Rebound, Utah. Smooth's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Turner, and again it's Utah.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Levine dishes to Ilyasova. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Count that one.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Lyles. Here's Gibbs. 17 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Favors. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Favors has got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And it's Wiggins missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz Dancers.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Gary Neal. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenally. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Rubio misses.
Nobody even close.